Are you tired of paying to get your tires changed? Today, I'm going to show you how to remove and install your tire.
Team for CV.
Alright, so at first, basically, you want to jack your car up. But we're lucky enough, we have a 2-post lift. So the car is properly lifted up on the jack points. We lifted the car up, took the wheel off, and now it's over there by the tire machine. Let's go over there. So you may be wondering, why would you want to change your own tire? 1, it takes some time if you go to the wrong shop. 2, it can get pricey. And 3, why pay someone when you can do it yourself? So the first thing you want to do is you want to get your valve stem removal tool. You take off a cap. There is a cap. This rim doesn't have a cap. So you unscrew the insect, right? And as you unscrew it, you'll hear the air come out. So now that you took your air out from the tire, what we're going to do, back up the tire, and we're going to break the bead is what they call it. So you're going to mount it up, make sure you're far away from your insect because you don't want to damage the tire sensor. This alone is probably $80 to replace, and you don't want to do that. So what you're going to do, you line up this piece right here, and you want to get it as close to in between here as you can. If you get on the tire a little bit, that's fine. Because you rather damage the tire than damage your rim. You want to replace this rim? No, I don't want to either. So what you're going to do, you come in, well, that's the wrong button, first of all. Now that you got the right button, you want to bring it in, and what's going to do is separate the rim from the tire. And as you can see, we just broke the bead. So now the tire it's no longer sealed to the rim and won't hold any more air. We're doing this so that as we're pulling the tire up, there's room for the tire to slide over the rim. So I'm just going to continue to break the bead. So now that the front of the wheel is broken, you have to break the bead on the back of the wheel as well. But you also want to be mindful of where your TPMS sensor is located. I like to do 180 degrees from where it's supposed to be where that machine is. It gets pricey again, and it breaks easier from the back than the front. So let's just get to it. You see I put over here, tires of machine's over there, spin it forward, it comes in, it takes its time. Oh, see, that's why you want to be careful. You want to place it at the right location. So that's what happens if you're not careful as you're doing it. You want to make sure you pay attention to where it's going. So now that the bead is broken on both sides of the wheel, as you can see the gap right there, I'm gonna pick the wheel back up and place it on the tire machine. So if you come closer with the camera, there's a spun over here. What it does is it clamps the wheel down. So no longer moving. You want it to be like that. So now we take the tire off. The TPMS sensor is right here. So what we want to do is spin the wheel back so that it comes over here by the tire machine head. All right, so now that you have the tire up, TPMS sensor by the head, the tire machine head, what you're going to want to do, bring this in, but be careful because there's adjustment. So you want to line it up to the edge of the wheel. Make sure it's unlocked first. Then come in, you bring the machine down and it's locked. So basically what it does, it pinches itself between the head and the rim. So that way, when you pull the tire up, it gets as close as it can without damaging the wheel. So now that that's locked in place, what you want to do, this adjustment screw, it locks it in at that location so it doesn't slide back and forth when you're pulling the tire back out. So now that you have that set up, this right here, it's a lip protector guard for the wheel. It's pretty easy and common to damage the lip of the wheels while taking it off. So I bought this on Amazon. It's a life changer right here. So what you do, pull this back out a little bit, slide this onto the wheel, a little bit past the TPMS sensor, push it back on. And now the tire's ready to come off. So now that you have your tire iron, what you want to do is you want to separate this. Sometimes you need two. What it does, you push this down a little bit, the tire goes down, makes it easier to come into where the gap is. You push this down between the gap and the gap between the rim and the tire, and you pull it back. This way, you want to pull it down pretty much. And as you do that, you'll see the tire comes up over the tire machine head. And as that's up, you want to spin the tire. And as you can see, the tire is coming out. This is half the process done. So as that comes up, what you want to do, spin it all the way around, make sure it's fully broken. And now that you have that, what you're going to do, you're going to lift up the tire. As you can see, it's fully off. And now, my brother, exactly what you're going to do, spin the machine a little bit more. This is still lined up here between the rim and the tire. So you grab your tire iron again, right? You push it down, and as you can see, there's this little gap down here. You push this between the rim and the tire, and you hook onto the bottom of the tire. And as you hook onto the bottom of the tire, you're gonna wanna pull up. So now that you got your tire up, same thing, push it down, tire's pretty much out. You rotate, and boom, your tire is pretty much out. So now that that's out, you may notice a little bit of dirt. A little bit's fine. Sometimes it gets pretty black. That's when you want to clean it. But this amount of dirt, that's fine. So now we're gonna install this tire, which is a used tire from the old wheel. Now that you got your used tire up, what you wanna do is you wanna read the tire. There is an inside and outside to tires. This one isn't safe, but in UTI, I learned that the white sticker is always on the outside. So what you wanna do, get your lubrication. This is soapy water. You wanna spray the bead of the tire. Remember when I said you have to break the bead of the tire? This is what we remove from the edge of the tire, which is right here. So now, lubricate the tire, just like that. Flip it around, you get the other side. So what you wanna do next after you do that, now we pretty much do everything in reverse. The TPMS sensor is right there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna spin the machine a little bit. Still, what it's gonna do is if we damage the sensor, putting the tire back on, it reduces the chance. So you wanna put the tire on the edge and just push it down. You put some pressure and as you see, it fell into place. So now that the tire is pretty much on the machine, it's not that easy to do the next tap. So I'm gonna show you, this is where these two pieces come in hand. It's a low profile tire. And then if you don't use this, you can damage the tire and you'll rip this bead and then it's garbage how you want to throw it away. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rehook this back up to here on the edge of the tire. I'm gonna align these two pieces and throw the tire on. Come over here, you wanna make sure that this rubber part of the tire is over this head right here. If it goes under, it will slice your tire and you wanna throw it away. So now that's hooked over there. You wanna bring this piece over here and you wanna space it out a little bit. So you wanna bring this over here. This comes down, so electronic. So I bring it down right here. And as it's coming down, I wanna make sure the key point is that it's not hitting the sensor and it's close enough to the wheel without hitting the actual wheel. So I'm just gonna come down, keep adjusting it as it comes down. And as you can see, the tire is down. It's spaced pretty good, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit this button down here. What that does is spins the tire machine. I'm gonna spin the tire on pretty much and we'll be done. So as you can see, spin the tire's going in, and 1, 2, 3, tire's put on. You're gonna back up a little bit, because if you raise this right here, as you can see, you'll hit here. So you're gonna back the tire up a little bit. It cleared the machine. You're gonna wanna come up, and you're out. And now your tire's installed. Now the last step, you gotta put some air in the tire. So what you're gonna do, move everything out of the way, come over here, grab your air truck. It has a locking clip, so you wanna lock it onto the valve stem and just shoot it with air. Now that I hold the trigger, you can see that the tire popped up. When the tire popped up, it reset that bead that we initially broke. And now we're pretty much done. We're just gonna make sure the whole bead sits, and then we fill it to the correct air pressure at 35 PSI. So as you hear the popping noise, that is the bead setting. That's a good noise. You initially wanna hear 2 sets. So you will hear one on the back, that means that back is set, and then you hear one in the front, and then your front bead is set. So now we just check the air pressure. The vehicle calls for 35 PSI. I'm currently at around 30, so I'm just gonna keep going. And I'm just gonna stop at 35 PSI. All right, so now as you guys can see through the gauge, I fill it to 35 PSI. And then now, unscrew this. There was no cap on it. So now we can go put the tire back on.